Dropbear and Panda.
Welcome to Dropbear and Panda.
Save the world.
Episode
43.
That's right.
I think I say that mostly the same time every time.
We could probably put together like a show of just you saying 41, 43. We could have you count down 43, 42, 41.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Really? It's the internet.
Yeah, that's true. You could just sample it. We could like make Rob Mitchelson make music out of it.
Right.
Speaking of Rob Mitchelson.
Yeah, so we just we did a draw for the Friday Sock Company jingle genre of
the sock jingle
extravaganza. Jingle genre extravaganza.
We said it totally fine before.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's too much.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we did a draw today.
Yes, for the third sock jingle.
Yeah.
We decided we would bring it to the audience, and we had people send us a whole bunch of jingle ideas.
Yeah,
we
like 23 or something.
Yeah, we had some actual legit genres.
Right.
And we had some people send us mismatched genres for some mismatched
Purposefully
socks.
mismatched
I
genres.
thought that was pretty smart of me.
That was super. You're a
think that.
smart person.
Sometimes. We had everything from yacht rock.
Which we had no idea what that was until I thought it was like Lonely Island.
I'm on a boat, yo. I'm on a boat, yo.
Yeah, but no, it's not.
No, it was that. Yeah, actually,
I'll put a link.
Terrible time in music history.
Yeah,
Celtic punk.
which would have been amazing.
Tuvan throat singing.
Was that like? I don't know what that
I'm
is.
not even sure, but we could put a link as
We will
well.
find it. Yeah,
We had Dylan-esque folk ballad.
that was a good one.
Accordion polka.
Yeah, I can't stand accordions, but whatever.
Our favorite, one of our favorites was goth klezmer.
Because we had to look up what a klezmer is.
We sort of had an idea.
Yeah,
But we didn't really know.
very. And I'm, don't get angry at me, audience, for saying this, but it's very Yiddish, I think.
Yeah.
It sounds very
Folky, Eastern European, Jewish kind of. We looked it up on YouTube. There was a video of.
and that guy's playing the hell out of this thing that looks like a clarinet.
Yes, it was from Budapest.
Right, but it's got a lot
pretty
more.
great.
Yeah, the guy was like ripping it. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was very good. But in the end, what was drawn from the hat?
It came down to our new favorite music genre.
Chap pop.
No, chap hop.
Damn it. I did that last time too. We had to do a couple takes.
You did chap rap or something
Yeah.
like that, or chop rap
Yeah.
or something. But yeah, it's chap hop,
Yeah.
which is amazing. It's like all these dandy gentlemen that, rhyme about mustaches and monocles and stuff.
Yeah, we had to look this up, and we found this one guy, and he was rapping with this amazing British accent. He might be British. He might be from New Jersey. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Amazing mustache. In another video, he had no mustache. He was rapping in a boxing ring about trousers and mustaches.
It's fighting trousers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't mention who won.
Lisa Wilson.
Yeah, way to go, Lisa Wilson.
Yes, way to go, Lisa Wilson.
You have changed our lives.
Yes, chap hop.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway, so
I keep calling it chap pop. I've been calling it that like all afternoon. So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Actually, you got it right that time.
I know, but I'm just saying that I've been calling it.
It's okay.
I'm
You're
tired.
glitching a little.
I know. I actually ended up taking an Imitrex this morning, so my brain isn't quite working the way it should be.
Got a bit of the dumb.
Yes. So we sent Rob Mitchelson off the
His
idea.
marching orders.
Yes. Now, originally we had planned for him to have a week to do this. He might need more time.
He might. It is a pretty significant genre to tackle.
Yes.
And again, we'll put some links because you guys have to catch up on this. I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chap hop.
Pretty great. At the same time, when I saw it, I was like, Rob could totally do this.
Oh, he would love this.
But I mean, as a fellow artist, I also realize that when it doesn't come to you naturally, it is much more difficult to do.
Oh, yeah.
So
For sure.
if it's not done by next week,
Yeah, we might give him an extra week.
it's still going to happen.
Yeah.
But what we've also decided
Yeah.
is jingle number 4.
That's right. We're not going to... Just because your jingle didn't get chosen doesn't mean that you're out of the game.
Doesn't mean you're not going to be jingled. We like a jingle
Or
jangle.
genred.
Genred. Doesn't mean a genre isn't gonna be jingled.
It's terrible.
I'm tired.
So, so what's the deal is that for jingle number 4, for genre jingle number 4, Rob is going to pick from the list of genres that didn't get picked, his favorite, and do genre jingle number 4 from that. So it could be anything. It could be Dylan-esque folk. It could be grindcore. It could be, what was another one?
Idle J-pop. Which would be interesting because if it's all in Japanese, we won't actually know what he's saying. But
that's true. Is all J-pop in Japanese?
I'm assuming because it's Japanese pop. So
yeah, I don't know.
Isn't that what J-pop stands for?
Don't know.
We should do. Rob will do research.
Right, he's on it.
This is his job now.
Right. RobMitchelson.com. Buy his albums.
Yes. And thank you to the Friday Sock Co. for letting us do this.
We're putting up with us. One of the two.
As we've mentioned before, I think that they don't really have a choice because...
we're just doing it.
I think we're a lot of fun.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's so that happened. We did that, and it's out in the world, and I can't wait.
Yes, so we'll be in touch, Lisa.
If you check out we did a Facebook post on it today. We did an announcement video.
Yes, where we actually pulled the name out of the hat.
Yeah, and if you go check it out at the very end of that very short video, we actually play genre jingle number 2.
It's genre jingle.
Which is the Disco Bowie version.
Yes.
And the one before that is the Keytar version. You have to go back, I think, to our episode 40 to listen to that one.
40 or 41, I can't remember, because we did take a week off.
Yeah.
We are going to be recycling these jingles, though, because they're too good not to repeat.
They're glorious.
What else is going on in this world, Dropbear?
Oh, well, I will tell you something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start here that I am an urban farmer.
Oh, that's where we're going.
Yep, that's where we're going.
I was expecting us to talk about how the world's on fire right now, but we'll get back to that.
Yeah, I thought we'd start light. A little
we can
light.
start light.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Because there's some heavy shit in the world
there is some
right now that we need to talk about.
We will go with the urban farming at the moment.
But I will tell you what I did the other day.
What did you do the other day?
Well, you were with me, so we had to get a new we had to get a new TV.
Yes, but the listeners were not with you. So.
That's true. Yeah, we had to get a new television because the studio television just broke one day.
Kaput.
Yeah, and it's when I have clients over and I show them the stuff that I've done, it's got to be on a nice screen. Anyway, went poop.
Yep.
So we ended up
went poop.
we went to Best Buy. A little plug for Best Buy Canada. We went over there and a really nice guy helped us figure out what sort of TV we needed.
He knew his shit. To be honest, if he didn't know his shit, I wouldn't be able to tell because he was so good at whatever he was talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got a new TV, and on the way out, because I'm an impulse buyer, I picked up a Click and Grow, which is this itty bitty tiny perfect hydroponic plant grower thing.
I actually feel like, ladies and gentlemen, that I am now living in Star Trek. Like the next generation. We've got these little white things with these little pods, and it's very Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
Next gen looking.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's
super cool.
Yeah.
So it came with 3 basil pods. So I'm now growing basil, and they're actually they're up.
Yep,
their little
cute.
domes are off, and I'm super excited about the fact that I now have fresh basil growing in the kitchen. That I'll transplant out to our garden box.
If the birds don't eat them.
Right. Yeah, well, those bastards.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was so enthralled by this Click and Grow thing that I went back to Best Buy. And I bought a 9-pod hydroponic grow up. So, and this is cool because I ended up getting some tomatoes. I got lettuce. I went and ordered some hot peppers, strawberries. What else? What's that other? Arugula.
Our house is only so big, right?
I know. But so you put these little pods in and you grow these plants. And
they look like Keurigs, actually.
Yeah.
But it's like 4 in 1.
3.
Is it 3? It's like a long Keurigs stuck together.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. So anyway, so then when I was at Best Buy getting the 9-pod grow up,
God.
I noticed that they had this anything pod, which is basically just like plugs of dirt, like because they got a special formula of
Dirt plugs
stuff, and then you plant your own seed in it, put it in the thing.
Sorry, when someone says your own seed, my brain goes somewhere that it probably shouldn't. Anyways.
Yeah, nice one. Anyway, so that got me thinking. I'm just like, oh my God, what else could I grow? So I came back home and I went straight to the internet.
Of course you did.
And I went to, I did a little bit of research and I went to incredibleseeds.ca.
Sorry.
Your mind. Anyway, so, and I ended up buying a whole bunch of a variety of hot peppers. So like Carolina Reapers, like ghost peppers. You can get all these rad pepper seeds. So I ended up buying like just a ton of these pepper seeds. So I'm gonna have a couple of these pods that are gonna be different kinds of peppers. So I'm super excited about that.
You know that you're like a hot pepper wuss, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not a hot pepper wuss. I'm not.
You're
terrific.
okay. Yeah.
But that's fair. And so then, because we're in Canada, I'm like, holy crap! I wonder if you can buy like marijuana seeds online. Upper Canada Seed Bank.
Oh.
.com I think is the thing. I'd have to check the link there, but uppercanadaseedbank.com. They have every strain known to man. You can buy seeds and grow your own marijuana. So, because I have a click and grow tiny perfect hydroponic plant grow up, I decided to buy myself some seeds. So I got I ended up buying 5 Northern Lights marijuana seeds. 5 of them.
And what is that? What are Northern Light ones?
So it's a pure indica. So it's
you're talking to so you're talking to somebody who doesn't smoke, or
right? So it's like
imbibe,
super body stone, relaxing, not cerebral, not.
Okay,
it's not,
so
it's
like
not very heady.
You hit the couch, you don't move for 12 hours.
Right,
kind
it's
of thing,
like
or?
a go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Go to sleep strain.
Okay.
Yeah, really good for depression as well. And anyway, but I'm just like I'm so excited. So it's coming our way.
So do they just grow in these little pods forever? Or like how does this work?
Well, I imagine you transplant them like once it outgrows the little pod station.
Yeah.
You can move them into a planter box or whatever.
So I'll warn you about something.
What?
His face suddenly went like ashen gray. So when I had this apartment downtown off of 17th Avenue, I had a big plant, like a tree. Mm-hmm. I had to... And of course, I doubt that your plants will get this big, but I learned very quickly that I had to line the dirt or cover the dirt with aluminum foil because Newton would poop in there.
Oh man!
Because it was big enough that he was like, oh,
litter box.
So the smaller plants it wouldn't matter, right? Because he couldn't get his butt in there. But
I think because these are hydroponic, like you don't, because basically the roots will just sort of take over and sit in the water. And
so none of these basils or anything will need like an actual like bigger pot or anything. Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, so the whole idea behind Click and Grow is for highly super dense urban centers and people that don't have room to grow. Now you can actually grow very cleanly inside your house, and you can grow your fresh produce. Like honestly, we got an entire salad like is growing on our counter right now.
Yeah, but it like I have this idea of like you have like 1 or 2 like leaves of arugula, and then you're like, cool, that's like half a sandwich, and then you're like, it'll take me 3 more months to grow for my next sandwich.
Yeah, I felt a little bit like the kid that comes back to the house to see his mom, after selling his cow for like a handful of beans.
What do you mean, beans?
Yeah, fellas, I sold the cow for some magic beans. Beans?
But they're magic beans.
And she's like, oh.
And you're just looking at me like, why? Okay, whatever.
Well, the hot pepper, you grow 1 hot pepper, that'll probably do you for like 6 months.
Right. I'm excited to just have stuff growing in the house. That's kind of that's really how I'm saving the world this week, is by growing our food.
Can you grow me like just a hamburger?
I can grow anything. Sure. Yeah. I'm sure there's a seed for that.
We need to try some of these Beyond Meat burgers, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally.
I haven't tried one yet. I've heard they're outstanding.
I think I drove past a sign that says there's a Beyond Meat sausage.
Sausage and egger or something like that.
That just seems weird to me.
Well, apparently it's a vegetarian burger that is so good that you can't tell.
No, I know the burger part. It's just the Beyond Meat sausage. It feels, well, I don't know.
Yeah, but sausage in a sausage and egger is also.
Yeah, it's totally blah.
So
Anyway, so that's the Click and Grow, and I got a whole bunch of pods, little extra pods. So
Yeah.
for in the event of the apocalypse, we have a salad.
I'll kill you for that fucking salad in the apocalypse. But wait, I need to keep you around because I'm like, I don't know how to actually work this. But the problem is, with the apocalypse, we're going to have no power. So you're not going to be able to light those fuckers up.
I'll have a generator.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've realized that if there is an apocalypse, I will have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
Like none.
Yeah.
I can break some beer bottles and use that as a weapon, but
There you go. What else
that's
do you
about
need?
it. I don't
That and
know.
a salad, you're set.
I'll turn to cannibalism probably pretty quickly. I'm not going to lie.
I need a steak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeff, come here.
Jeff. No.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my news, and I'll come back to that for saving the world because that's what's happening. I'm super excited to have my own little grow up.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Let me know how that turns out. Well, I live here, so I'll know.
Yeah.
We'll keep you guys updated
you'll
on
watch
it.
it happen because the basil right now it's
There's like some tiny
it's a
little leaves.
growing concern. Yeah. Anyway, what's on your mind?
The world is on fire.
Yes.
It's terrible. We've got a few topics that we're going to go through. There is a huge one going on right now, which is the state of
Alabama.
Alabama and other states as well. There's a couple more that are following suit. We might as well get this out in the open and over and done with.
Yeah. Well, it's already out in the open. We'll just talk about it.
Well, yeah, we might as well just talk about it right now. Abortion laws in Alabama are going to change.
Yeah.
Some people say that it probably won't actually get anywhere, but the fact that people are trying to get it to go somewhere to affect Roe versus Wade is just disgusting in itself.
It is a freaky concept that and I mean it's not even hyperbolized. 25 white dudes
And a woman, yeah.
And a woman telling it's insane to me that if you're raped, nope. If you're a victim of incest and you're impregnated, nope. If you're over the age of 12, nope. Like there's some weird ass shit.
If the baby will live a horrible life of 3 painful days before it dies, nope.
Nope.
If the baby's gonna rupture your insides as it comes out and you're gonna die, nope. And I saw a lot of pretty horrible things at the children's hospital.
Yeah.
There were some babies that were there that you knew were suffering.
Oh yeah.
And here's my stance on it. Your own body is the last thing that you have to control. If the government controls what you do with your own body, it's game over.
Yeah.
That's it. You're done. That's like the worst fucking thing on this planet. And it's nobody's fucking business what I do. If you don't like abortion, don't have one. It's kind of like what I said, or what we said about gay marriage.
Yeah.
If you don't want to marry a gay person, then don't marry a gay person. If
Right.
you don't like gay marriage, don't marry a gay person, right? If you don't want an abortion, don't fucking have one.
Right.
It's none of your business why somebody else is having one. I understand that it's a big issue
Sure.
and it's a moral issue, and I understand a lot of people wrestle with it. That I understand. I totally get why it's like a crazy concept to people.
Yeah.
But this is... what's going on down there is insane.
Well, the fact that it's a possibility of a doctor getting up to 99 years in jail for performing the procedure is shocking to me. Like, talk about a scare tactic. Mm-hmm. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, the fact that a doctor can go to jail longer than a rapist can for impregnating somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. It's shocking. So
Yeah.
I don't know. If I lived in that state, I'd be on the next bus out.
Well, and a woman can't even leave the state.
Oh, to get the procedure performed because she'll be arrested when she gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
Yeah.
What about miscarriage? What if you fall down the stairs? Is that like,
Well, it's almost like
that
they
a
assume that
manslaughter?
you did it on purpose. And I can't remember where I heard this. And this was a long time ago, so don't come after me. I don't have anything to back this up. But I mean, I've heard this in the past where some women's periods, they think they're a period, but they're actually miscarriages. You just don't realize that you're actually pregnant, and you've never known that you were pregnant before. So, and pregnancy tests won't even know that you're pregnant until after your deadline
right?
of whether you can get an abortion or not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't have kids. You have kids.
I do.
You're a man. I'm a woman.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we're both on the same page.
Yeah. I can't imagine life without my kids.
Yeah.
But that was a choice that we got to make,
Yeah.
right? Because if you're an adult and you have if you're pregnant or you have a partner who's pregnant, then you need to decide how you're going to manage that. Because again, I was really young, like 22 years old, when I started this adventure. So yeah, but I've got, here's the thing, I've got zero opinion on other people. That is not a thing I could say would be good for anybody or not good for anybody. I am very happy with, what we chose to do, for obvious reasons.
Yep.
But, if it wasn't right, or you're too young, or you're a victim of incest or rape, or you're old, really, much older, and it's a huge risk for you. Jesus. There's also, I know that we know some people who are adopted, and much rather that they be adopted than not have the chance to live.
Yep.
Right. But again, that's completely different circumstances with completely different people in a completely different time.
Yeah.
So that's my stance, if that is one. I just let other people, that's your body, you do with it what you need to do.
Yep. Yeah, it just boggles my mind that even using religion as an excuse to control an entire state.
Religion is not an excuse for that shit.
But
religion has no basis of, you cannot use that as an argument. That is
no,
not
but
an
that's what
argument.
a lot of them are trying to do. That's what I mean, right?
Fucked up. I'll say that right now. That is the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that a tiny clump of cells have more rights than an entire human being.
Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted. On the other hand, I'm not that surprised, which is really saying something about the state of the world right now. So, the nice thing is so there's a politician in Ontario, part of the Conservative government, who made a comment that he would like it that
Sheer, right?
no. This is Alberta.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he said, and I don't know his name off the top of my head right now, but he said that he would like to see abortion decimated in our lifetime. He was the reason, I think, why the Liberals started going after Scheer, saying
Right.
the Conservatives, if they're elected in October to run the Canadian government, are going to open up the abortion debate. Andrew Scheer, who is the head of the Conservatives for the Canadian government, said, no, we're not going to reopen it, which for now, I mean, whether I believe it or not, politicians are all crazy to me, but he's at least said we're not going to open it, because I'm pretty sure that would be insane.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I mean, so here's a matter of principle, is that I think that you should be able to have a debate on anything at any time.
Yes.
Without it being fear-mongering or whatever.
Yes.
If you can't talk openly about this shit, however uncomfortable it is, then we're in a really bad place. So, if it came down to it where they wanted to reopen that debate, okay, I'll open that debate. right? Like you should be able to talk about all the stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, coming up to an election and doing some fear mongering right away and using, you know, examples down south where they just decide to pass laws to, like, I mean, that's fear mongering and that's.
Yeah, come on,
Don't
liberals.
fucking do this.
Don't. But I mean, if and I'm pretty sure this guy was a provincial conservative.
Yeah.
Part of Doug Ford's government. Liberals not cool. Scheer was like, no, we're not, which is great. But Doug Ford's government, like, come on, like, just get your people in check, right? Like, whatever.
Let's see, social security number, not 2. Damn, Roosevelt. Cause of parent's death, got in my way.
But there's a lot of fear right now around all that because of what's going on in the States, right?
So we should use that to, right? Like, I'm getting tired of the whiplash.
I have started to unlike a bunch of stuff on Facebook because I can't deal with it anymore. I've decided that if I want to look up a news site, I will look it up. I don't want to get blasted by it anymore, and I'm really tired of seeing American news on my news feed now.
Cool.
If I want to look it up, I will.
Yeah. I would like to have a American news embargo. I don't want to talk about America anymore. I think I've said this on other podcasts. I'm just tired of
dumpster fire.
Anyway, I was just we
love you guys, but
while we were talking about that, there I would like to do a shout out to whoever names strains of marijuana. Just want to like throw that out there.
I think we've talked about this before. Yeah,
we got. Just looking at on Upper Canada Seed Bank some of the strains I can buy. Gorilla Bomb, Laughing Buddha, Pineapple Express. It's more than just a movie. Tutankhamun, Girl Guide Cookies, Blue Cheese. Oh.
I don't know if I would do that one.
Tangerine Dream. Anyway, it's like I just love this. I think it's amazing.
I was going to say, if we're not going to talk about American news, why don't we talk about the new body farm in Quebec?
What? You can donate your body to not just science, but forensic science.
What?
Yeah.
Canada now has its first body farm, and it's in Quebec, and people are already signing up to be donors.
That's awesome. So just to bring people up to speed, a body farm is where you can donate your body to basically go through a variety of heinous and horrible
They
things.
dump your body there.
Yeah, like in the trunk of a car to see how long it takes for you to decompose. A trunk of a car in a swamp.
Clothed, not clothed.
Yeah, trunk of a car in a swamp with a tree on it.
Pumped with poison, maybe not.
Filled with beavers.
Maybe you're cut up in tiny pieces, maybe you're not.
Right. Lined with snakes. Eaten by snakes. Pulled apart by wolves.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
So the first body farm in the world opened in a forested land in Knoxville, Tennessee in 1980.
Oh.
Today there are 8 in the U.S., 1 each in Holland and Australia, and the Canadian facility will be the first of its kind up north.
Yeah.
Now the cool thing is the climate in Canada is different than other places, obviously. It is going to be in a scientific industrial park in oh my gosh, my French is terrible. Bécancour, a city of 13,000 located on the south shore of the St. Lawrence River.
Huh. That's awesome. So, yeah, so you basically they learn how to figure out time of death, cause of death.
Yeah,
well,
what to
maybe
look
maybe
for.
Not cause of death.
Well, yes and no, because they can go back in like 3 years and look at what, and figure out what it looks like after.
I think, it's more time of death and location.
Time of death and how long it takes, but what they can do is they can go back afterwards and see what it looks like and then work their way back and say, this is what this patch looks like after this guy died of this, right?
Gotcha.
So the chosen site for the first Canadian facility is a patch of heavily forested woodland. Again, this is the kind of place police might search for hidden remains. So it also helps them figure out
what sort of vegetation
look
might
for.
start growing.
Exactly.
Also, the heat on the ground too, so they might actually have what are they called? infrared. So when a body decomposes underground, it releases gases and certain heat signatures and
What
stuff.
kind of vegetation is going to grow there afterwards?
Far out.
And what kind of animals are going to be kicking around after a body dies or decomposes from certain things? So
ROUSs.
are there going to be ROUSs there? Are there going to be a strange amount of bats or certain kind of spiders or
Northern
chipmunks?
alligators.
Northern alligators, the flightless kind. You don't want the ones that fly because those are like terrifying.
No.
So you can donate your body to that, and people are lining up.
So I wonder if you would. So if your organs are good, your organs would probably go to somebody else, I would think, or would they want the whole body intact?
They'd probably want the whole body, but maybe there are also people who are going to be dumped after a serial killer takes parts of your body.
Oh, right.
I bet you they're not picky.
Yeah.
That sounds like it could have been a pun, actually.
Or an arm. It's just like we just need to throw an arm in the forest and see what happens.
Be like, I want to donate all my organs, but you can only have my head. So they might just take your head.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. They might have a car full of people.
Would you do that? Would you? What do you think about that?
I'm not sure.
Assuming you're not using your body when you're dead.
You mean like a zombie? I don't know if I'm a zombie. I don't really have a choice. Maybe I'll go to the farm and I'll be like, Michael, are you here?
And you just put you in like a little fence place. Come back 30 years later, you're like,
I'll just keep hitting a wall.
Michael,
yeah.
kind of like when you wake up in the morning. Where are you? Really?
I'd get up before you.
Again
You
with
wouldn't even know.
Again
You're
with
the one who's like, "Whoa, whoa." That's literally you in the morning.
Wow.
So, I am already an organ donor. Yeah, I don't know. Would you have to call them and be like, hey?
Just checking this out. Because I'd want living people to have first rights to use my stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, in terms of what's left.
Well, maybe it depends, right? If you get a horrible disease where you're like, nobody's going to want my organs because they're riddled with cancer and heroin, then maybe the body farm will be like, yeah, we want a body riddled with cancer and heroin because we want to know what that looks like, right?
Yeah. There
There is an episode of Criminal, the podcast Criminal, where she actually goes to a body farm. And it's a really cool episode, actually. And when I think at the beginning of it, they actually poke one of the bodies that has bloated out. It's really interesting, actually. It's a great episode.
Oh my god! Poof. How desensitized would you? Oh, whoa!
Science.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's also the body worlds that you can donate your body to as well.
Oh, I heard that was shady. I saw some news reports on that was like a shady cabal. Like a lot of those things are actually a lot of those bodies were not procured properly.
I didn't hear procured properly. I heard that people like now people will actually say, yes, I want, like the sign up is massive. They don't need to
They want to be immortalized.
They want to be immortalized. Like their sign up at the end of the
Yeah, I remember that.
But at the beginning, I think people said that they want to donate their bodies to science, but the family said, I don't think when they said we want to donate our bodies to science, that's what they meant.
Right. You can still go see.
It's still kind of science-y, but you don't expect to see Uncle Jim flayed out riding a horse.
Yeah. God, that's weird.
At the Louvre or wherever it was, right? So I think that was... I don't know, maybe when he started, he took, Chinese prison people. Right. I have no idea.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I read, that it was the early stages were
the unclaimed bodies of prison people. Yeah. I'm not sure, because I heard that when people said that they would donate their bodies to science, where he started in Germany or wherever it was, that's not what they meant, and the families were upset. But
fascinating.
I could be wrong. This part of this conversation is not being fact checked because we didn't plan on talking about this part. But fascinating.
Yeah.
What what's the word? I was gonna say artwork or
I don't know. It's science and art. I mean,
museum thing.
it is. If you've never seen it, you do have to check it out. Sometime.
Body Worlds is incredible.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And disturbing and unbelievable.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Speaking of unreal and unbelievable.
Oh yeah. You got a segue there for
In
us?
another, well, I don't know about you, but Mayo Chup
Okay.
has got a bit of egg on their face, or should I say they've got a little bit of Mayo Chup on their face.
Oh, okay. First
Mayo
off,
Chup.
for the who thought that mayonnaise ketchup is a good idea?
Well, I can see it though, because when you have a hamburger, you put mayo and ketchup on your hamburger, and
No.
then they just naturally mix together because you put condiments on your hamburger. I wouldn't put it together on a plate and put my fries on it.
I just no. I look at it. It's like baby shit brown.
Well, it's not like sriracha mayo, which is amazing.
Right. That's
Or like
super amazing.
garlic and mayo, which is aioli.
Yeah. But the funny part is that you're never going to get this right. Who knew that in Cree this would mean something completely different?
I don't know, the Cree.
Well, obviously they didn't test that group or consult them.
Anyone, for that matter. So, Mayo Chup,
What does it mean, like shit faced or shit on your face?
Yeah.
Or something?
so it means is on my face, not shit on my face. To some, Mayo Chup can translate to shit-faced or shit is on my face.
Oh, you shit-faced cockmaster!
Wow! Shit-faced cockmaster.
Wow.
Originally tweeted by CBC radio host, I can't pronounce that. Well, send a link.
By somebody with a name that's
Yeah.
unpronounceable.
Grand Chief Jonathan Solomon of the Mushkegowuk Council in Northern Ontario first pointed out the translation mishap. We, the Cree people, are laughing about it because of what it means in our language, he told the National Post in an email. It's kind of funny when you think about it. If I ate it and have some on my face, then I am Mayo Chup shit face.
Mayo Chup, Mayo Chup.
Yeah. So that's
I just
there's also cranch, which is ketchup and ranch.
no. You know what? Come up with something new. I don't want cranch. That sounds like
why
a
don't you just let
venereal
peop-
disease.
Why don't you just let people mix their own stuff together?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, here,
Honestly. I also think that Mayo Chup is just a stupid name anyway. Why not like Ketchio?
That's actually better.
Right? Mayo and ketchup. Ketchio. Ketchio.
Ketchup.
Ketchio. And they could be like, Ketchio. Hey, I'm going to Ketchio. You like? Because you're catching it and it's like, yo.
I don't know why Heinz does not have you in their boardroom. all the
Clearly,
time.
I deserve all the money.
All of it.
Why I'm poor, it's beyond me.
It's a mystery. It's
You're
a mystery.
you're holding me back. Dropbear.
That is what it is.
Clearly. But sriracha mayo, I get. Aioli is great. But, I mean, honestly, if you want to mix your stuff together, just do it on your plate yourself. Why?
I don't need to know.
Maybe they were mayo chupped when they came up with the idea.
Wow. You're a comedy genius.
I am.
How are you going to save the world this week?
Not eat Ketchio.
That's because it's not a product.
Yeah. Well, I am going to save the...
Wow, you're really working for it.
While I think about it, you tell me how you're going to save the world.
I am going to continue to grow my grow up. Oh, by the way, an addendum to last week and weeks before where I said my how I'm saving the world is recycling. I am doing it wrong.
Of course you are. You do everything. Sorry, what?
Wow. So yeah, we had a note on. We had recycling bin auditors go down the back alley.
What?
Yeah, and they had these big tags, and they circled all your offenses, and said we're going to take your recycling this time, but in the future, please, adhere to these rules and stuff. And so, what?
Probably my fault, but
No, no, it's my fault because I've been putting our recycling into like grocery bags. Right?
Yeah, because you're like, I don't want these grocery bags either because you can recycle them.
Right. So I figured I was, killing two birds with one stone. And in fact, they want all the recycling outside of a bag and all bags put inside a bag. So that's the way that they want to.
Oh, so they can just take the bags.
Other side. Yeah.
Oh, so not too bad.
No. I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Shame on you, sir.
I know.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
I do feel shame. However, I am making up for it by increasing the oxygen in Kensington by having a grow up.
By breathing less. I don't know.
And having a little urban farm and doing my part to grow our own food.
I wish we could have chickens.
We can have chickens.
Newton would lose his shit. I don't think we can have chickens inside city limits.
Yeah, you can.
What?
I will. Yeah. Hey, Google, can you have chickens inside Calgary city limits?
Here's a summary from the website cbc.ca. Backyard urban chickens are illegal in this city, but some homeowners are flouting that law and even sharing their hens' eggs with neighbors. As well, the bylaw warns urban neighborhoods aren't appropriate for farm animal living. To read more, look for the link in your Google Home app.
Oh, I thought
Sorry,
for sure
who
we
was
were
right?
allowed to. Panda was right.
Woohoo! Yahoo!
Thank you, Google. But I thought that maybe that changed.
Probably. I'm assuming it was because of smell and noise and that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can't have chickens inside city limits. People are pissed and whatever, but I'm sure people who live next door to chickens are very happy.
Or in roosters.
Yeah.
Because roosters are assholes.
Smart boy, got a mind like a steel trap, full of mice.
Yeah.
Like, man, when they get up in the morning, they let everybody know.
Yeah.
It's not that's the truth.
It's like if I got up in the morning at 7 or 6.
And you yelled, "Hey, fuckers!"
I'm awake! Yeah, nobody would like that. I know how I'm going to save the world. I'm going to save the world by ending the Luke Saber feud on Monday.
What?
Victoria Day Monday is also Luke Saber Day.
I can't wait. So finally, this, will be over.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
You have learned much, young one.
You'll find I'm full of surprises.
I'm so lame. I just don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm stupid.
Hashtag Luke Saber. Hashtag stupid Saber.
Maybe he'll be like, this game is dumb. I don't like it.
I don't think so.
Or he'll just never leave.
Yeah.
Ugh. Luke Saber.
Got to adopt Luke.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, so that's a good way to say it. So we'll keep the world in balance then, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
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 Huh.
You got to fix it though, because as we mentioned, we got a new TV. The VR isn't set up now with the new TV, so the feet where you're supposed to stand for this VR is all wonky. So when you look down, the feet are ahead, and you look back, and technically you're sort of floating.
Oh.
So it's kind of weird. You got to fix that.
Maybe I'll do that tonight. Oh, I can't tonight.
You can't because you're going to lose moose again.
That's right.
Again. Huh. Okay, Google, what is the weather like in Calgary right now?
Currently in Calgary, it's 6 degrees and cloudy. Today, there'll be scattered showers with a forecasted high of 6 and a low of 1.
So it's typical May long weekend weather in Calgary.
Yeah,
it hasn't snowed yet.
Not snowing yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what happened with that Game of Thrones characters that I've been seeing all week that, people have named their kids after characters from Game of Thrones?
I know what happened. Yeah. The last episode of Game of Thrones ever happens on Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yes, which is technically the day that this podcast comes out. I know exactly what happened. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because there's something about Khaleesi or something, right?
Yes. Yeah,
That's-
yeah, I know
Oh,
exactly
okay.
what happened, and I can't say because there are some people who probably don't
Yeah,
know.
no spoilers.
Yeah, episode 5 was quite the episode, apparently. And what people are upset about is it's taken a whole bunch of seasons for all this character development.
Right.
And it feels like to people that they're wrapping up the last season way too quickly.
Oh.
So all of a sudden, things are just happening really, really fast.
Wow.
And people are like, this should have taken another, either instead of 6 episodes, it should have taken 9 or 8
Right.
or 2 seasons instead of 1. So they're really upset that they're actually so upset that they think the whole season should be rewritten, which isn't really how TV works. But I don't think people...
is that why people were talking about like petitions to
Yeah.
what should happen to TV? And
Yeah.
But
But the Khaleesi turn, what happened with Khaleesi is I could see it happening, but it just happened so quickly that I can see why people are upset. But I'm also very pleased with it.
Yeah. Okay, so I will wait to find out what that means in the world.
We can talk about it after this podcast is over.
Yeah. I respect the fact that you won't spoil it for people.
No, I will not.
But yeah, and so I've got a couple things to say before the end of this podcast. Number one, do not name your children after characters from a George R.R. Martin book because seriously, are you stupid? Second, it's entertainment. So however they decide to show it or do it, you cannot demand them to redo something.
Chill the fuck out, people.
Yeah.
I can see why you would be disappointed in stuff, but chill the hell out.
Yeah. It's a TV show. It's not real.
Yeah. Life isn't fair.
Except your kids.
Life isn't fair.
Yeah.
Don't, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
I understand why people would be upset at TV shows because it's not how you wanted, but you know what? That's how...
We were talking about The Sopranos the other day,
Oy.
and I loved how it ended.
Yeah, I know people who were like, oh, that was lame.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I dig it.
Move on.
I think it's great.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I've been Dropbear.
I've been Panda.
And this has been Dropbear and Panda.
Save the world. Okay, Google, say goodbye.
I'll be here.
Huge thanks to our sponsor, the Friday Sock Company.
This podcast was recorded at the Dropbear and Panda Kensington studio.
Special thanks to Emery Cords for the kick-ass theme music.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Dropbear and Panda, yeah. Dropbear and Panda, yeah. Dropbear and Panda, coming at you, Panda. Coming at you like a locomotive on a motherfucking bender. Yeah, tap my culture, now my chap, follow me. Yeah, with Michael Doggies, yeah, you be checking on the flow, yo. Checking flow, choose quick, you can't pick my medical ranges, angles, tangles. You get tangled, twisted side reflections, child should be. Can't compete with the owls that devour. Yeah, with the owls that devour, yeah. Yeah, it's a Dropbear and Panda, coming at you right now. Dropbear and Panda, coming at you right now. Dropbear and Panda, coming at you right now. It's like a locomotive blowing out to my normal chopper. Dropbear and Panda, coming at you right now. It's like a locomotive blowing out to my normal chopper. Dropbear and Panda.